Well, hello, everybody. It's your girl, Suzette Vearnon. I am an author, a speaker, a relationship solutionist, and I am here for my post episode commentary. I'm a little late today. Usually I air at around 11:30ish. But of course, today I had some things to do this morning that were time sensitive. So I'm broadcasting a little later than anticipated, but I'm so very grateful to be joining you today. For those of you who will join live, and for those of you who will listen to the replay, just to let you know that I have a podcast. It's called the Enough Factor Podcast. And every Sunday at around 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, I release a new podcast episode. Some of them are solo, but many of them are with special guests. And yesterday, my special guest was Rachel Gilmore. I had the pleasure of meeting Rachel, I'd say about 3 years ago, maybe in Charlotte. I was there for my nephew's 1-year-old birthday party, and we had the pleasure of staying with her. And it was a wonderful experience. She is such a wonderful person, and we found out we had a whole lot in common. We had a chance to talk for a couple of minutes, and it was just so interesting how our paths were going down the same route, where we wanted to empower women, empower individuals to live their best life. And so I had the privilege of interviewing her. And of course, this is my commentary, as I've said, where I just kind of talk about things that made me go, hmm, And so she said a lot of wonderful things, but I'm going to unpack one of them that really did pull a string inside of me. If those of you that are joining, please feel free to share this on your pages. I'm not going to be before you long, and I really mean it because I have quite a bit to do today. But, because I'm an enough warrior, we power through, and if I'm nothing if not consistent. So I decided to go on and do my post episode commentary. If you want to listen to the full episode, it's called Take a Leap into the Uncomfortable. And you can go to the link that's in my description. Okay. I also wanted to, before I hop into my post episode commentary, I wanted to also acknowledge that in the next 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks from today, will be my You Asked, Good Men Answered virtual summit. This is the 5th year. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, and it is exciting. It's so exciting. Things are accelerating. We are in full summit mode. I'm going to be posting the latest summit flyer to my page after this is over, and you'll get to see the speakers that will be talking with us about men, how men think, how they process, that kind of thing, and insights they have that only men have about how they view women, love, and relationships. Oh my God, how I wish I had this when I was younger. But anyway, it's my privilege and pleasure to bring this to you. Getting a little tongue twisted. But yes, and how to register for that, you just go to www.goodmenanswered.com. There you can learn more and just click on Save My Seat. Give me your first name and email address, I think it is, and you're in. And you can join our summit. It's free, it's online. So no matter where you are, whether you're traveling or what have you, you can still participate in the summit. There are going to be some new voices and also some voices from the past that have really impacted our listeners over the years. So this is just going to be a big 5th year anniversary party. and we're just going to enjoy ourselves and really learn some things about men. We love men. I adore them, but they still are something of a mystery, which no matter how long you live with a man, I think you always learn something new. And so I'm a student. I always tell people I am a student. I am teachable. And I really believe that part of the reason why I met my husband is because I was teachable and I learned some things, not just about myself, but about men too. And it opened my heart and my capacity to really communicate and really to hear. So I'm sharing that with you all, and I hope you'll register. And also, again, something else I want to go on and get out of the way is for those of you who want to be a part of my community of Enough Warriors, you're very welcome to join us over at Enough Warriors Connect. The link is also in my description. We are redefining what makes us enough in life and in love on our own terms. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So you're invited to participate in that as well. So let's see. Let's kind of get into this thing. What made me go that I wanted to share with you all today. Rachel said, "Try different things, get uncomfortable, and figure out what lights you up." When she said that, I immediately thought about in my upbringing, I wasn't told to figure things out, to get uncomfortable, to try different things. Our lives were pretty measured, you know. It was pretty standard. You went to work, you came home, you ate, you watched a little TV, went to sleep, got up, went to work again. The weekends was church. That was it. The whole weekend involved church. So my life was pretty simple, pretty structured. And really growing up the way I did in the Holiness Pentecostal persuasion, we weren't taught to try different things. As a matter of fact, that was taboo because we were taught that when you go outside the protective confines of your traditional religious doctrine, it was dangerous. So I wasn't really reared to try different things. So when I get uncomfortable, it's kind of scary, right? But as I listened to Rachel talk about how she just took a risk, she had wanted to travel, and the opportunity dropped in her lap to travel. It was something that she had desired for a while. She had put Bali and Thailand on her vision board, and she just filled out a sweepstakes, for traveling. And she ended up winning. And as a result of that, she traveled to places that she once only could dream about. And from having that experience, it really helped her to get in contact and to access parts of herself that she did not really understand and needed to be accessed. You know how sometimes you're going through life and you feel kind of drained and it feels mundane and things start getting just kind of like regular? And that happens to all of us, right? But what she shared was take a leap into the uncomfortable. Try something different. Try something new. Try something you've never tried before. And that by doing so, it gives you an opportunity to access areas of yourself, access more joy, more exuberance for life. And so I'm at a point in my life now, as I am 6 months, maybe less, from turning 60. I've been really evaluating what I want my 60s to look like. And I really believe that life is dropping breadcrumbs, those little clues to help you. And I really believe that even though I have been socialized to be comfortable in the familiar, I don't get that thriving joy from abiding in the regular cookie cutter predictability of life. When I shift a little, pivot a little, when I color outside the lines a little, because I already think outside the box. But I really have to stretch myself not just to think outside the box, but to venture outside the box. And of course, I'm not talking about bungee jumping because I don't think that's the level of uncomfortability that I'm going for. But just little things. There are little shifts we can make. We can try something we've never tried before just to see if we would like it. Have you ever given yourself permission just to do something, just to try it? Not because you're trying to make money, not because you're trying to grow your business, not because you're trying to find Mr. Right, not because you have an end game in mind specifically, but just out of curiosity, just to try it, just to see. I'm going to do that. I feel like that's what life is trying to kind of tease me, is trying to kind of help me to try some new things, just to get a little uncomfortable. Get a little uncomfortable. Maybe whereas I would stay in the house and work on my laptop all day, maybe I should take my laptop and go to a coffee shop in a surrounding town where nobody knows me. Have you ever thought about going to the movies in a place outside of your city? Have you ever thought about maybe just catching the bus or catching the train just to a new area that maybe you have not gone to before? Just to kind of open your mind to do something different. Every now and then I'll take my camera with me. When I'm going walking, every now and then I'll take it with me and I'll snap pictures of things just so I can see it differently. How many times have we passed by flowers that are exquisite, but because we're so used to seeing it, we miss the beauty that's right in front of us? Or there's a full moon and stars. Have you ever just parked your car and just stared outside the window at how stunningly beautiful and awesome the night sky is? So I think if we just take a little time to do something, just do it different, do it differently. Get a little uncomfortable. Things that you said, oh, I don't normally do that. Just try it. Just see if it's something that might be fun. Have you ever tried to maybe go on a balloon ride just to see if you'd like it? Or maybe you might have a couple of $100, but just try buying a stock or two, just to see, maybe some penny stocks, and just kind of playing around with it a little bit, just for the heck of it, just for fun, just to see if you would like it. I remember listening to T.D. Jakes. He was talking to a group of people about his mom, and his mom ended up becoming the owner of some real estate property. It was an apartment building, and she ended up making a lot of money off of it. But when she was asked about, why she did it and all that, she said, oh, I was just playing. I was just playing. And I was like, oh my God, she was just playing. Wow. How many people do you know? Because a lot of us have been really reared on a helping of survival. We are so in a survival mentality, or so in a trying to get it right mentality. We have such control issues. I know I do. Until sometimes we don't even allow ourselves to have fun, any less getting uncomfortable. Just give yourself a little bit of wiggle room for a little discomfort. Maybe going to a networking event where you normally wouldn't go because you tend to be an introvert. But let yourself be just a little uncomfortable. Nobody's asking you to stand in the middle of the room and give a speech, but just allow yourself to get a little uncomfortable. And you never know what could happen. You never know who you could meet. You never know what you could experience, right? And I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you, because I am at a time in my life where something that I really relied on, that a lot of my life revolved around, has been removed. And so now I'm trying to learn how to find my way and to restructure my life without that central thing in it anymore. So, yes, I can tell you I'm in a very uncomfortable spot right now where my life is kind of in flux. And some people will look at it as, oh my God, look at the possibilities, look at the opportunities. You can co-create your life any way that you want to. And it sounds great, y'all, but it's very scary. So I'm not asking you all to do anything that I'm not doing myself, but join me in whatever is uncomfortable in your life right now. I encourage you to look for the possibilities in it. Look for the opportunities in it. Allow yourself to get just a little uncomfortable. And who knows, you might figure out what lights you up. Okay? Well, that's it. I told you I wasn't going to be before you long. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.